So, by this, I would like to invite our next speaker, Professor Sumeet Bahl, Director, Academia Industry Partnership, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. So, this is an exclusive session that has been taken by the Mr. Sumeet Bahl. Namaskar, Sumit sir. Thank you for giving your precious time to World Education Summit. It's always be a pleasure to have you here, sir.
Always, thank you.
I would like to request all my audience. So this is an interesting session. An interesting topic has been taken by the Sumit sir, and he will share a deck of presentation regarding the initiative and the innovation taken by the Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham in the school education, in the higher education, how they are catering all the initiatives. So please be free. Please ask questions to the Sumit sir. He will take the live after the deck of presentation. So Sumit sir, I would like to request you please take over this virtual dice and show your initiatives to all the audience that are taking live on the Avatar platform. Over to you, Sumit sir.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. Very wonderful morning to everybody. Pranams from the Amrita family. We are very happy to be here and talking to all of you. Actually, I was very happy to talk to a school audience. We are part of this huge university, and we obviously deal a lot with college students. But the amount of passion and really the innovativeness, the ability to get ahead. I think we need to talk to all the schools and talk to all the school students about how to take the next step towards your university life as well. Just a little bit about myself. I am part of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. I manage all of our academic partnerships as well as reaching out to industry, reaching out to what is actually happening in the outside world, and then trying to translate all of our wonderful programs and initiatives and make sure that it is available to all of you. So the topic for today is something that we have launched very recently, which is about how do you kind of get ahead with Amrita Ahead. So I'll talk a little bit about that. I have a presentation. Let me quickly share some slides. We'll talk a little bit about the university and then I'll jump into the program. So give me a second and let me just share my screen here. Okay, so I hope you can all see my screen.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear screen.
Perfect. So again, as I said, we are talking about getting ahead with Amrita online degree programs. The program is called Amrita Ahead, and I will just give you a 30-second video about Amrita. I'm sure many of you know about the Amrita family, but just wanted to share a quick video about that.
There's a place where the best minds come together, work to end inequalities, work towards transforming lives. This is a place recognized as one of the world's best universities. This is Amrita, now ranked among the top 100 universities in the world and ranked number 1 in India, Amrita University.
So I hope you were able to see the video. Just quick note about Amrita. I'm sure many of you may have already heard about us, but we are, as per the Times World Rankings, World University Rankings, we are the number 1 private university in India. It's entirely credible because the university has been around only for the last 17 or 18 years, and just some tremendous progress that has happened. We have a wonderful international faculty, which is why that ranks us number 1 in the QS World Rankings for faculty. And in terms of overall all universities, we are ranked 4th best in India by NIRF, which is National Institutional Ranking Framework. So, just recently, the government of India also selected some key institutions, including some of the IITs and Amrita and a couple of other universities as an institution of eminence. So that is again a very credible recognition by the government as well about the work that Amrita has done. I just want to put this up because it just came up in the last couple of months, the Times Impact Rankings. So Impact Rankings is all about, how does the university cater to something just beyond, what you typically perceive as a university? Like how does it cater to quality education? And we were ranked 5th in the world in terms of quality education. So it's a very amazing metric. They take lots of different factors into account, including your curricula, including the way it is taught, including the output, including surveys from students. So it's a it's a very holistic, comprehensive statistical research that is done. We were ranked 37th in terms of health and well-being. We are ranked 8th in gender equality. So Amrita has lots of programs, not just in engineering and sciences, but also across social sciences, across medicine. And then we were ranked in the top 200 for industry, innovation, and infrastructure. And also very eco-focused, ranked 52nd for clean water and sanitation. This is Amrita. This is a beautiful picture of our Coimbatore Etimidai campus. You can see the beautiful hill in the background with some clouds on top. Just to give you a perspective of the university, we have 7 campuses across India. The headquarters are based in Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu, and we have campuses in Bangalore, in Mysore, in Kochi, Kerala, Amritapuri in Kollam in Kerala, and Chennai and Amravati, which is coming up. And we also have a new campus coming up in Faridabad, along with a huge hospital called the Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences. We have lots of disciplines. You can see we have disciplines across management, arts, humanities, engineering, sciences, pure sciences, and then nanosciences, biotechnology, and then of course we have a school of medicine, school of dentistry, nursing, and so on. We also have an Ayurveda college and an Ayurveda hospital. And Amrita is all definitely inspired by our amazing chancellor, known as Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, also known by all of us as Amma. And Amma's whole focus has been to create a university which is all about societal good. You know, how do we do something which is not just education for a living, but really education for life? And that is the mantra of Amrita. You know, how do you take students and prepare them for actually living a holistic life? And you can read, of course, many quotes from her, but you can read that if you could transform compassion from a mere word into a path of action, we would be able to solve 90% of the world's humanitarian problems. So that is that's really the way we take the philosophy in Amrita. Everything is focused around how do we produce something that is beneficial to students, beneficial to society, beneficial not just, as I said, education for living, but education for life. And so this is all really true inspiration from Mama. So let me talk about, hope that gives you some perspective about Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, the university, and how much it has grown over the last 17 or 18 years. We have about 20,000 students across in the physical universities. And then from this year onwards, we have started something called Amrita Ahead, which is Amrita online degree programs. As the government of India has taken new initiatives to provide, to encourage people to provide quality education across India, regardless of physical location. Amrita has stepped in and has created these wonderful online degree programs called Amrita Ahead. I will play a very quick intro video on this, and we'll go from there.
Education has the mighty power to move millions of miles, from darkness to light, from limitations to limitlessness, from finite to infinite. Our country is believed to have had a higher education system as early as 1000 BC. But today, only 26.3% of the total eligible population enroll for higher education. Only 8.15% of people are graduates. Amritam Kamea. Now is the time to revolutionize, rethink, redefine education. Fourth best university in India introduces new normal in delivering education to the masses. Amrita Ahead. Online degree programs. Unlimit yourself. Get ahead.
Wonderful. So I hope all of you want to get ahead. I wanted to share this video just so that it gives some perspective about the programs. So why would somebody want to do this? Again, if I was a student many years ago, why would I want to do that? And really, it is all about I would want to get my education from a top university like Amrita. I would want to make sure that all the programs that I'm signing up for are approved by the government, are approved by UGC, which is what all of these are. I would want to have an immersive learning experience, something that is not just something is just happening and I'm not getting involved in that. Obviously, across India, given the tough times, we want to make sure education is affordable, and I want to be able to get experience from outstanding faculty, not just from India, but people who have experience from all over the world. The one fantastic thing about Amrita's online programs is that the degree that is given is equivalent to the on-campus programs. So it is the same degree. And again, the curriculum is not just very theoretical; it is also very aligned to industry. And we do offer career placement as well. So really focused on schools. We actually have lots of master's programs too, but I do not want to put them here because it's more of an introductory to all of the schools. For the schools, we have online programs in business and in commerce, mostly around bachelor's of business administration, and then we also have bachelor of computer applications, which is all about getting your leg in the door as you're starting your life in software programming. And then we talk about BBA, BCom, BCA, as well as MCom. Again, all of these programs will be built in alignment with the National Education Policy 2020. So the programs are, it's a completely upgraded curricular syllabus. There are courses in computing, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. We have a flexible learning schedule. I'll talk a little bit more about that later in the presentation. And we also have multiple exits and entries. So we are talking about, you can have, for example, you can do your coursework, but then you can also elect to have an industry certification. You can have, other diplomas as part of this program. And again, we'll talk about that a little bit more. So just a quick snapshot on the BBA and the BCA programs. I'll talk about the BBA first. So BBA is Bachelor of Business Administration. The fantastic part is it's a 3-year program, but we allow, as part of the permissions from UGC and our own university regulations, we allow you to actually complete it over a longer period of time. So you may start your program, and in case there is a personal emergency or something that requires your presence, you can take some time off and then come back and join the program from where you left off. So the other wonderful part about BBA is, of course, Amrita has is very well known in the field of management from an MBA program and a PhD program. But BBA is the starting step towards getting to those degrees. Also, Amrita has one of the country's best TBI, which is the Technology Business Incubator. These are incubators that have been set up by the government, and Amrita participated in that. And Amrita has built this framework where many companies are being incubated out of the university. So again, as part of the BBA program, you get an opportunity to do that. If that is something that is your passion and you want to do a startup, or you want to get mentored about how to open your own business as part of the BBA program, that is available to you. We obviously have, as I talked about, an industry-aligned curriculum and mentors from across the world. The BCA program, which is a little bit more on the technical side, Bachelor's of Computer Applications, we have a very industry-relevant specialized program, which includes things like data science and analytics, systems and network, cyber security and applications. You can imagine that is a huge deal in today's ever-changing environment, and of course, cloud computing and virtual reality. We also have opportunity as a student, if you elect for the program, you have opportunities to participate in industry certifications, such as a Cisco certified program and so on. And we have certification from many other industries as well. A little bit more about BCom and MCom. Again, these are commerce streams, but again, within the commerce stream also you have certifications in data analytics and financial management, and you also have access to Amrita TPI that I talked about earlier. And as part of the MCom program too, you have access to data analytics, financial management, and IT programs as well, depending on what electives you would like to take. Again, we have virtual labs. We'll have industry-relevant projects in partnership with industry. We talked about partnership with industry. So what we have also figured out is it doesn't make sense just to have a theoretical program. We should have some industry partnerships and internships for all of the students. So we have enabled that in Amrita by offering a semester as part of your program for industry internships. And this will allow you to actually get some real-world experience before stepping out out of your degree program. Just a quick mention, Amrita is aligned with the top industry partners. You can see some names here. We have collaborations with over 500 companies across India and even across the globe. Some of the top names, including Microsoft, Cisco, Amazon, they all recruited Amrita, and they're all very excited about Amrita's online programs. We also have a wonderful partnership with a lot of academic institutions across the world. So one of the things we talked about, why is Amrita ranked so high globally, is that we have over 140 partnerships with various colleges and schools across the world, very top universities. So if you're part of Amrita, you can actually then continue your programs in some of those other universities later on towards your academic career. So, for example, we have a very strong partnership with the State University of New York at Buffalo. We have strong partnership with Rye University in the Netherlands, with Deakin University in Australia, with Oakland University in the US. So lots of partnerships across all the continents. And we just talked about the industry certifications a little bit more in detail. We have certification from Cisco, from Amazon, from CompTIA, from Fortinet, which is a huge cybersecurity company, from IBM, Microsoft. So all of these, as you're doing your program, you will have an opportunity to get a certification, and as part of your further career growth later on, this is very, very relevant as you take your first budding steps into your career. I talked about some of our faculty. I just put some pictures here. We have an outstanding faculty. Again, many of the people have worked in industry. Many of them have come from premier institutions like ISC Bangalore. We have professors from the Harvard Business School. We have PhDs from the University of Japan, from New York. So all of these folks have been with the Amrita family for a while. They are very experienced teachers, mentors, and they will be the ones that are setting up your curriculum and be part of teaching these programs as well. So how does it work? Again, so if this is something of interest to you, I will obviously encourage you to go and look at this at amrita.edu/ahead. It's very simple. All you have to do is you go there, you choose the program that you would like, and this is obviously people that are now in class 12 and are on their way to coming out of school. But even for people in class 11th, you can go and take a look at that. And of course, you choose a program, apply online. Once you apply, you can chat or talk to our admissions consultants. They can guide you properly. They can give you more details of the program, and then you simply join. We have made it so that there are no admission fees at all, so you can apply at your will. We talked about this a little bit before. It's a very flexible set of programs. The course duration, these are all bachelor's programs for BBA, BCA, and BCom, and of course for MCom, it's a 2-year program. So for the bachelor's programs, as per UGC guidelines, these are all 3-year programs. But then we have made it so that it is very flexible, and you have a time limit of up to 6 years to complete that, which means that as we talked about before, you could take time off in between. If you have an urgent issue or you have some other thing that you would like to do in between, you can even take up to a year off and then come back and join the program and complete your degree. So it's a very flexible course duration. How does the program work? We have obviously reading material and video lectures which are uploaded every week. You have a wonderful LMS, learning management system, that will guide you through the entire program. These are all your courses that you will take. You can take it at your own time, at your own pace. Then we also have live sessions, one hour a week, and that will give you a chance to catch up and learn directly from faculty. We have discussion forums on a weekly basis, and then of course quizzes and assignments. This is how the program is set up. We talk about quadrants, which are really like areas of focus across the program. So we talk about quadrant 1, which is all about wonderful content, video, audio content, virtual labs. So it's all these things that you can go and learn on your own. Then we have e-content, which is, we have lots of reference material, reference books, digital learning, case studies, presentations. These will be made available to you. And then we have a discussion forums where you can talk to the course coordinator. You can figure out whatever issues and doubts you have across each curriculum program. And then, of course, we have assessments, which are, we used to call them exams, but now they're called assessments, which are all about, assessing how you're doing the program. And this will happen throughout the duration of your course. It's it's laid out, so it's meant so that you're actually learning and you're tracking your performance. And it's a combination of different types of assessments, multiple choice questions, short answers, long answers, etc. In case you're an international student, there may not be many in this audience, but in case there are, you are welcome to join the program. And the only thing we ask for is that your certificate of should be equivalent to a 12th standard certificate from India. Just setting up the fees for the program. Again, we have tried to make it as affordable as possible. So the fee structure is much lower than the on-campus programs. The fee structures, as you can see over here, and these are annual fees. You can get more information about these fees when you participate. When you come to the website on amrita.edu/ahead. So I will, this is a slide. I will spend 10 seconds, leave it on here. If some of you are taking snapshots, you can take a snapshot of this. So these are basically all the wonderful contact numbers. If you would like to have any more information about the program, you can obviously go to our website, amrita.edu/ahead. We have a Facebook page as well, facebook.com/amritahead. Instagram page for you guys that are much more into those social networks. On Twitter as well, LinkedIn as well. Or you can simply just go to our website, amrita.edu/ahead. And if you have any questions or you would like to get more detailed information, you can always write to us. It's just ahead@amrita.edu. So very simple. Any questions, we are very happy to answer your questions and any doubts that you may have. So with that, I am finished with Amrita Ahead. I wanted to just spend a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, to talk about an amazing initiative that we have from our Center of Cybersecurity. So Amrita has a very advanced Center of Cybersecurity in the university, and there is a very passionate set of people out there that have been conducting this program called CCF Junior, which is called Capture the Flag Program Junior. Very, very relevant to all the schools in India today, in fact globally as well. The website is www.junior.nctf.in. So what is this program? This program is all about cybersecurity. So why are we so focused on that? Because first for school students, I should say, cybersecurity for school students. And why are we so focused? Because everybody, I think all of you have heard that today security is not about physical security, it's really about cybersecurity. Huge number of cyber attacks in India. In fact, you may have heard in the last few years how many institutions and many hospitals and companies have been targeted by hackers. So what they will do is they will go in and they will hack into the organization systems, and then they will take control, and then they will demand ransom. Just like in kidnapping, you demand a ransom. In cybersecurity, it's called ransomware, and so you ask for millions of dollars or millions of rupees to get rid of your network. So you can imagine that from an ethical side how important cybersecurity is to protect your networks. So it is an amazing career field, very, very highly paid jobs, and not that many trained professionals out there. So this is why we want all of you to start young as school students. And this is a program called CCF Junior, which is about, as you can see, it's the national level program, ethical hacking program. It's conducted from July to December, and it's open to all students from 8th to 12th. So you don't have to be in high school, you can be from 8th to 12th. You do not need any knowledge to participate, prior knowledge. So as part of joining up, you will be exposed to many sessions. You'll learn a lot more about cybersecurity, and then you can actually participate in the contest later on in the year. There are prizes, of course, of up to 3 lakhs for this. This is Capture the Flag. You can see some pictures of this. It's really a game-based cybersecurity framework. So it's a very interesting way to set it up. And there are lots of challenges. So you will learn things about reverse engineering, web exploitation, forensics, cryptography. It's an amazing program. Again, as I said, open to all students 8 to 12. And we would encourage really all the schools, since we have lots of school principals here, to all of you wonderful teachers, I would strongly encourage you to encourage your students to participate in this program. It is completely free to all students, and we are very happy to, they will get trained, they will get exposure to cybersecurity and exposure to industry. That is all I have. This is a wonderful picture of our Amritapuri campus. You can see the backwaters of Kerala, and they are focusing on the university campus. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Sumeet. Thank you very much for this wonderful initiatives and innovations that has been taken by the Amrita. And there is some questions that I got that first of all, people are asking that what is the major impact of this exam cancellation? How Amrita is taking for this future event, that how it impacted on the student. So what is the your views, Sumit ji, regarding this examination cancellation?
Yeah, I think like everybody, it has been a very trying time. I think obviously very much for school students and for especially 12th class students. So what has been happening is that has delayed everything, right? It has delayed all the university admissions. It has delayed. I mean, I'm sure like the 12th class students are really frantic because of their evaluations that still not happened. So unfortunately, what has happened is it has delayed everything. So as part of our university admissions have also been delayed, but the Ahead program, actually all the programs start off in September now. So keeping this in mind, we have delayed that. And so as soon as your evaluations are complete, you can start applying for these programs as well as for university. So hopefully should not have any impact this year on your academic life. So again, all of us are keeping our fingers crossed that this whole thing goes very smoothly.
Okay, and Sumit sir, you have chosen some program like BBA, BCA, such kind for the online programs. So, what is the reason behind that you have chosen only shortlisted program for this situation? Is there any
Yeah,
like particular things that you are in the future also that you are going to implement for the BTech and others?
yeah, absolutely. So I think what has happened is, so I did not list all the programs that are actually listed, many of the programs that are relevant to school students, because we have obviously lots of master's programs that are also coming up online. Some of the programs we are limited on by what UGC allows us to do as well, right? So I think BTech is not yet allowed to be offered online. So as and when that happens, that may be possible. But again, as I said, on the technology side, which is the BCA program, on the business side, the BBA, we are also planning to offer more healthcare related programs going forward as well. And we will have more technical programs and technical certifications going ahead as well. So again, for now, I think in the September timeframe, we will have these programs along with industry certifications, and moving forward, we'll have many more programs coming up as well.
Perfect, perfect. And I request all my audience, we have the team on our exhibition hall also, our Amrita Ahead team, where you can meet Arun's and Snehal and security head of the Amrita leading teams also. So if you have any query, you can directly visit to them also. And Sumit sir already shared the details and the direct contact details of there. I have also taken the screenshot that has been updated on the social media as well. So you can directly mail and directly contact if you have any query regarding the program, if you want to join the program, if you are seeking for your peers, your relatives, any kind of thing, you can directly contact to the Sumit sir. So by this, Sumit sir, we thank you for giving your precious time to World Education Summit, and it's always been honor to be Amrita team on the World Education Summit. You are doing new initiative, new innovation, and the Amrita University is taking the India education to the next level. Thanks to you and thanks to your team for being such a innovative and an initiative forwarder. So I would like to ask Aman to give the token of appreciation from the World Education Summit side. So, Sumit sir, this is the small token of appreciation from the World Education Summit side. The speaker certificate is presented to Professor Sumeet Bahl, Director, Academia Industry Partnership, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Thank you, Sumit sir. Thank you for giving your precious time to us. And if you, I request all my audience, you can follow the social handle of Sumit sir also. He is pretty much active on the social handles. If you have any query, directly ping on his social handle as well. And he has given his number also. Please drop the relevant queries. Thank you, Sumit
Sure.
sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Namaskar, sir.
everybody. Pranams and namaskar, everybody. Thank you.